Hello, welcome, more Vintage Cube. Is it Signet? I think is what I'm gonna take here. There's actually quite a few good picks in this pack. Is it Signet? I think is the most powerful. Blue-red is by and far the best color combination in the cube. You've got Kiki combo, Storm, Aggro, Artifact things, Counterburn, all those different archetypes fit into blue-red. So I think that's the best color. This is the best Signet. If I'm not taking Signet, Compulsive Research is great. Spell Pierce is very powerful. I think Swords of Plowshares is the best card to play in the cube. It's basically, alongside Monastery Mentor, like one of the only white cards that sees Vintage play. They've started printing more, but like historically, this is one of the only white cards that's good enough for Vintage. And then Chromax. But we're going to take Is It Signet, and we're going to wheel something good out of that pack, because they can only take so many cards. Ooh, okay. So Wasteland I like. Wasteland's very powerful. Flooded Strand is also good picking. Basically, if you pick up a fetch like Flooded Strand, it can find blue lands. So if we grab a Volcanic Island, for example, then this can get Volcanic Island, and then it basically counts as a second copy of Volcanic Island. So Flooded Strand is very powerful. Reanimate's also a very good card. I have found Reanimate is really good when it's open, but it's one of the weaker archetypes in general unless you get like literally everything. Particularly like Entomb is very important. So I think I'm going to stick between Flooded Strand and Wasteland. And if this was Strip Mine, I would take the Wasteland, but I'm just going to take Flooded Strand. We don't really know where our deck is going, but we have pretty good mana now, so we can kind of feel out what's going on in the draft and then go from there. We can take a Boros Signet. So blue, red, white fixing is pretty important, and then our mana would be very set up, and those are all the colors of the artifact deck. So Boros Signet's something. If we had taken Wasteland, we could have taken Rishadan Port and be set up for like a really sweet mana denial deck. But given that one passed, I'm probably just going to pass the second one. And if our land could hit Taiga, maybe I would take it, but I really think green is probably the worst color in the cube, so I'm going to kind of avoid that if possible. Ooh. Okay, so we have a few different directions we can go. There's Deceiver Exarch. If we find like a Kiki-Jiki Pestermite, we can go for Twin Combo. There is Goblin Rabble Master, if we want to be like a kind of interesting aggro deck. And Inquisition, but we just passed Reanimate, so I think probably whoever we're passing to is going to be black, so I don't really want to fight them for that. I think I'm just going to speculate on the Exarch. There's not much else here to take over this. Ooh, okay. There's a Venser. I like Venser. I like Oath of Druids. Mother of Runes is pretty good, but Venser's really powerful and puts us pretty heavily into blue, which I'm happy about. So Marsh Flats goes kind of well with Flooded Strand if we get a blue-white duel. And then there's Char and Lightning Strike if we're in red, which we could definitely be. Electromancer if we're in Storm, but that might have passed. I kind of just want to take Marsh Flats and kind of stay open. Wow, that is a late Fiery Confluence. But also Misty Rainforest. What do we take here? I mean, we're kind of incentivized to be red, and Fiery Confluence is one of the best cards. I think I just take it. It's a pretty big signal that red is open. Yeah. Okay, so now I can take Zergo or Brainstorm. I have 2 fetch lands, so Brainstorm's really solid. Plus, if we're playing the Kiki combo, or like Exarch Splinter Twin, whatever, then finding the correct cards is very important. Because for those who don't know, if you have a fetch land, Brainstorm says you draw 3, and then you put your worst 2 cards on top of your library. Well, if you have a way to shuffle your library, this is kind of like a draw 3. So we're going to take Brainstorm here. Sacred Foundry would have also been a good card. Wow. Swords Wield? Okay. People really don't respect this card. It is incredible. Swords Goblin Dark Dwellers with Brainstorm too? Okay. Normally, wow, Imperial Recruiter just came around. Also, someone took Wasteland but not Rishadan Port. That's kind of weird. Yeah, let's take the Recruiter. It's so good if we get a Kiki, because then we just have the full combo. Kiki-Jiki makes a copy of Recruiter. Or Recruiter grabs Kiki. Kiki makes a copy of Recruiter, and then that copy finds Deceiver Exarch, and then you can just win the game that way. Yeah, this deck's starting to shape up. I will take a Faith's Fetters. This card's pretty good. Very versatile. The life gain often matters. And it's a good way to shut down opposing planeswalkers and stuff like that, which blue-red has trouble dealing with. because it's good at killing creatures and countering spells, but sometimes a Planeswalker like slips through the cracks, and this is just a good way to stop that. Ooh, Electromancer? Okay. I don't love Char, so I will take the Electroman, but it's not very likely that I end up playing it. What do we want from this pack? So I could take a Zorius Signet, and then we have all the Signets in our 3-color combination. I kind of like doing that. I also really love Riftwing Cloudskate, but I think I like it more than most people, so it tends to come around. Also, Fire Blast is going to be kind of good in this deck if we end up aggressive, but I think I'm just going to take the Signet. This makes our mana like very good. Ooh, and with all these Signets, 4-drops get a lot better because you can just go like Signet turn 2, turn 3 you play a 4-drop like Chandra. Chandra is very good in this deck. Just kind of does everything you want. It adds mana, kills creatures, draws cards. I would love Impulse or Siege Gang, but Chandra's the real deal here. Zealous Conscript. I feel like this card's just good in general, but it makes Kiki-Jiki that much better if we do find it. But even if we don't, like if your opponent show and tells a big Eldrazi, you can like Conscript steal it. You can steal Planeswalker's about to ultimate. It's just a really, really good card. And like, I mean, maybe Wear Tear I would take over it, but Wear Tear should come around, so we'll take Conscripts. Wow, Pestermite? Umazawa's Jite? Ooh, how all in do we want to be in the Kiki combo here? Because we don't have any of the payoffs, we just have all of the enablers. So if we take Pestermite, things could get sketchy. And I could just take a Preordain or a big Elspeth. I feel like I don't want to take Pestermite just in case we don't get Splinter Twin or Kiki-Jiki. This card just becomes pretty bad. Jite is really, really good. We do have a lot of dorky creatures, so we're going to take Jite over Preordain and Elspeth and probably wheel something good out of this pack. Wow. Okay. I will definitely take a Glenelendra. Really good because we can cast it early, holds a Jite well, can be found off Imperial Recruiter. Sure. Wow. Wow. Looks like our archetype is open. We have Monastery Mentor, Chain Lightning, or Search for Iskanta. I don't think this is a Goblin Guide deck. We're aggressive, but like Goblin Guide with Signets like is kind of awkward because why play 1-drops when you can just play something better? I kind of actually do like Mentor in this deck. Good with Jite. We have quite a few non-creature spells and we're likely to get more. Chain Lightning is also very solid, but I think we saw a couple more burn spells going around before, so hopefully we can get there. Flooded Strand grabs Plateau. Marsh Flats also grabs Plateau, so we'll take that for some red-white fixing. I do want a blue-white land. That makes both of these fetches like really, really good. And obviously we gotta find Kiki-Jiki at some point, otherwise this deck gets worse. Wow. I think I have to take Lightning Bolt, but I really love a Johnny Vengeant. The problem is we just have so many good 4-drops, and Lightning Bolt's just so efficient at what it does. Costs 1, good with Mentor. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. You're probably my favorite Planeswalker, but it's not your time. Okay, we got Bolt. Could take Fire Blast now. There's also Young Pyromancer. How many? 1, 2, 3. I don't have that many spells. I don't think Young Pyromancer is worth it. Expansion Explosion's kind of cool, but getting up to that much mana seems somewhat challenging. I'm just going to take Fire Blast. It's very, very possible we end up just being relatively aggressive. I think I like Gideon Blackblade a lot more than Siege Gang Commander. This card's actually pretty good. Ooh, Wear Tear or Burst Lightning. So Artifact and Enchantment. That could do some really dirty stuff. We already have a Lightning Bolt. I'm going to take my first Disenchant effect here. Well, I think our archetype is open. What do you guys think? Winspeth seems kind of nice. We have a couple Signets. Yeah, we're probably not Fire Blasting. I think we're going to be more of a controlling type shell. Wow. Is nobody in our colors? Elspeth Knight Errant is pretty good with all of our Signets, so we'll take that. And Thing in the Ice. We got Condemn, okay. We need Kiki-Jiki and we need Tundra or Mox Sapphire. I'll take a Mox Sapphire, not complaining. Channel and Emrakul in the same pack as always. If Mox Sapphire was not in the pack, I would probably be taking Remand or Metamorph, but this card it's on color, super busted, good with Mentor, enables us to play turn 1 Signets. Oh, I gotta take Kiki, right? Yeah, so we lost out on Pestermite by passing it for something, I forget what I passed it for. But now that we have Kiki Jiki, it combos with Zealous Conscripts, Recruiter, and Exarch just to win the game on the spot. That seems kind of worth it. And I know there was a Stoneforge for GTA, but I would rather have, you know, Exarch and Conscripts do stuff. Steam Vents. Probably have to take Steam Vents here. We want to be casting Kiki in our deck. We need good mana. I know Shelldock is great, Spellseeker's good, but we just need the mana now. We have plenty of playables. Ooh, okay. We got some options. Sphinx's Revelation is a great way to refill our hand. Hazoret is also a pretty good top end if we think we're like pretty aggressive red. We could play like Hazoret and Fire Blast. Yeah, actually this is two different directions we can go. There's the Hazoret Fire Blast build, or like the Sphinx's Rev, Faith Svetter's Big Elspeth build. Or I guess a Selfless Spirit to like protect the combo. I think I'm going to take Rev, it's the least likely to wheel, and then probably one of these two will come around, and then we can kind of sideboard into either option depending on what our opponent is doing. Ooh, I like Arid Mesa. Arid Mesa can grab Steam Vents or Plateau. It just makes our mana quite a bit better. Missing out on Parallax Wave and Eidolon, but again, we just need the mana here. Finger of Destiny. We do have quite a few ways to level it up. There's also Gideon and Jura, because Finger should come around, and Gideon is really powerful. I'm gonna take Gideon. Journey to Nowhere or Phantasmal Image. So Phantasmal Image, pretty nice. We can get it off of Recruiter, and it just copies anything. Like copying Dark Dwellers is good. Glenelendra is very powerful. You actually do get the Persist. Yeah, we already have Swords and Condemn. I'm gonna take Phantasmal Image. Ooh, Disenchant. Let's see, what does Sun Titan do? Also Hellrider. We have so many different options in this deck. I don't love Sun Titan here. Hellrider is good if we like want to side into a mono red aggro deck, but honestly, I don't think we need to do that. I think I'm just gonna take the Disenchant because we don't have the green for Grudge, right? Boros, is it Azorius? Yeah, I'm gonna take Disenchant. Remand. Remand's nice. Blood Crypt doesn't do anything for us because Marshflat can already grab Plateau. There's also a Direfleet Daredevil. How many playables do I have? 28. Wow. Does this deck want a Remand? Maybe it doesn't even want Remand. If this was a pod, I would take Emrakul so that nobody has channel Emrakul. Yeah, I'll take a Remand. Stoneforge Wield. Ooh, Council Judgment is good too, and Nahiri. Yeah, we were the only one drafting our colors. That's pretty nice. We already have O-Ring. I'm just gonna take Stoneforge. GTA is a very powerful card. We got Gideon. This is a pretty good card. Sure. Okay, so Selfless Spirit came around, but Hazoret did not. So I think we're not going to be particularly aggressive. Parallax Wave. I kind of just want more one-drop kill spells. Take Kaya, I suppose. Wow, we got Journey? Okay. This could easily be a 60-card deck. I don't think that's a good idea, but it's an option. So we're going to run Wear Tear instead of Disenchant. Yeah, because this can kill both, but I do like main decking it. I like all of those. I like all the Signets in GTA. Image, Stoneforge. Maybe Selfless Spirit is not that great. Confluence can be in the sideboard. We already have some Artifact Hate. Gideon. I think Gideon's better than Elspeth. This Gideon's a bit expensive. This Elspeth does win the game, but she's also a bit expensive. Dark Dwellers is actually pretty solid. Let's see, we have not that many hits actually. 26. We still need to make cuts. What is going on? We could cut Venser if it makes the mana better. And maybe we just bring in Sphinx's Rev out of the sideboard. With 3 Signets, I feel pretty okay running 16 land. And then we just have like a bit of tempo. Stoneforge GTA is like a pretty good combo. Glenelendra Gideon. Yeah, just like a pretty good value deck. Let's see what the mana looks like though. I'm a little bit worried about that. 3 islands. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources right now. I think I just need 1 island. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red. And then white we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still get 2 more. Wow. White and red. Yeah, that seems okay. So we're running 16 land with some Signets. All of our interaction is like 1 and 2. Our mana is pretty good because we cut all of our double blue cards. And then if we need to sideboard into like a big controlling deck, we can definitely do that. But this is kind of like a good middle ground where we're like somewhat aggressive, kind of mid-rangey, and then we just have Kiki combo as a way to win the game. And Mentor actually seems good. We have all these signets and stuff, so I'm gonna run it like that, and let's see how it goes.
All right, we're here for round 1. This hand seems okay. We're missing the blue on Remand, but we have a Boros Signet to ramp us and then Journey to Nowhere to help us stay alive. That combination seems okay to me. If we draw more lands, that's worse, but yeah, now we got Face Fetters. Opponent appears to be mono red. Very few decks would lead out on basic Mountain, but I guess we got the mirror match. It's okay. Ooh, Izzet Signet. Izzet Signet is actually a very solid draw, so let's go Mountain. I don't really want to expose myself to Wasteland, so I'm just going to play Signet and pass. Next turn, I can either go like Signet, hold up Remand, or Signet into Journey or something like that. Probably going to be Signet, hold up Remand. Ooh. Actually, I think it's just land go, because next turn I can go Mentor into Signet. Alright. Or Mentor into Remand, something like that. If they don't have any plays here, we're in a good spot. Yeah. Ooh, Phantasmal. Okay, so let's go Monastery Mentor. Pass turn, hold up Remand. If they try and kill it, we remand their spell. Yeah, definitely remanding that. That's not great, because they might just kill us with Pestermite to Rexar combo. We don't have any instant speed ways to do anything yet, so hopefully Remand finds an answer to the combo. Imperial Recruiter. We don't have enough mana, because we could go like Recruiter into Stoneforge, find GT, play GT, and equip, and get 2 counters on it, but that's so much. Yeah, the problem is all of our removal is sorcery speed. So if they just go end of turn Pestermite, kind of out of luck. Recruiter for Glenalendra could do something. Interesting. Interesting. So if we hit a land, well, I guess Kiki's better. If we go Signet into Recruiter, the problem is with that, we only have 1 mana up. And then they just go end of turn Pestermite, tap our mana, we're stuck. Opponent might just go for it anyway, but they showed the willingness to wait. Huh. I kind of want to just play Signet and pass. And they played Pestermite, so I will attack with the Monk. This way they probably don't go for it, because I have 5 cards in hand. That seems sketchy. Maybe they still do. They tap the Izzet Signet, sure. And if they go for it, that's fine. But if they don't, then we can like exile the Pestermite. Alright. We are just dead. Not gonna waste anyone's time there. So opponent's willing to be aggressive, and they showed Kiki Jiki. I like Dismember, and Fire Blast is kind of a janky way to deal with that. I don't like that so much. So right now we have Swords, Lightning Bolt, Dismember, GT as ways to disrupt the combo, and we just need to save those cards in hand. I don't love Wear Tear against their deck, so we can also bring in Venser as another answer. Yeah, I think just instant speed answers. Gideon can also keep us safe. If you plus Gideon, then if they combo out, they have to attack him. Maybe we just cut Venser. Yeah, I guess we already brought in enough stuff. Is Condemn even good? Maybe I do that. Because if they're not comboing us, I feel like we should be okay. Alright, we'll just bring in Venser and... What did I cut? Condemn. I'm going to cut 1 Plains and add an island. And run it like that. Just hope not to die. Let's go first. Yep, that's a good hand. Definitely going to keep. That is a turn 2 Glenalendra. And if we draw an island, we can Phantasmal Image the Glenalendra. Alright, opponent mulligan and scryed to the bottom. So that's also good for us. Go. I'm just going to run out Glen. If they have a way to exile her, so be it. But we only have 1 blue mana. We're probably only going to have 1 blue mana for a while. So might as well use all of our mana when we can. We have a Bolt to disrupt Pestermite. Sure. Venser is not the best. So our hand is very reactive, which I don't love. The whole point of this whole like aggressive Mox thing is to like get ahead of your opponent. Like if we had played Gideon or like a Planeswalker there, we'd be in good shape. Now it's not as good. Okay, I like the Mountain. Let's hit for 1 Pestermite. They're gonna trade? Kind of like remanding this Pestermite. That taps us out of blue. I can just let it resolve. The problem is if I let it resolve, they tap down the blue mana anyway. So let's just use this blue to remand it. Well, it's a lot of lands.
We're running what, 16 land? Oh, okay. I guess that's fair. Sometimes you draft a deck with mana fixing and stuff, and your opponent just, goodness, you got it. And then they deck fade in your only blue source. Sometimes that just happens. The nice thing is, oh, that is bizarre. I feel like taking my Mock Sapphire seems very good, but who am I to judge? Island, come on! So, they can deny me my blue mana whenever they want. Problem is deck Faden's gonna do some... this is so bad. It's a tech deck. If they want to use their Black Lotus to Pasturmite me, that's okay. Play land? The thing is, if I cast Phantasmal Image and they just kill Glenelendra, that's so bad. So I think I'm gonna pass, and then I can Bolt deck Faden on upkeep. Because they can go... Oh god, this is so bad, because they could just go off Black Lotus, they can crack this for triple red, and then go Island, Deceiver Exarch, and then play Kiki Jiki. So they can just kill us. But if Dax steals our Mock Sapphire, we also kind of just lose the game, because our hand does nothing. So I think I have to kill Dak Faden here, but then they could just kill us, if they have the combo in hand. They only have 3 cards in hand, so it's not impossible. And this works a lot better if we draw a blue source, because then we can disrupt the combo that way. Chain Lightning. Okay, I can pay double red at least. They can pay double red if they want. Okay. Alright, deck. Give me blue mana or any spell. Sure. I'm just going to run it out. We have a lot of fetches. Jite and Signet. Okay, so we're going to put this and this back. Dismember makes me feel kind of safe. And Azorius Signet gives us a second blue. And I guess I run out Jite. That way our mana is more effective. Oh, right. I tapped poorly. They tapped on Exorius Signet? Okay, sure. So I have Dismember up now. And I'll let them untap. If they use Black Lotus to play Kiki Jiki, that was weird. Because we still have Plateau. Unless they have Remand. Sure, so Kiki Jiki resolves. They make a copy of Pasturmite. Pasturmite comes into play, targets Kiki Jiki, and then we dismember it. And if they have Counterspell, sure. But they went for it without protection last time, so... Sweet. Finally, there's justice in the world. So the reason you let them get a Pasturmite token there is they could just do it anyway. You want to kill Kiki Jiki because he's a bigger component of the combo than just having a random 2-1. And that way they don't get to like untap a land and play something scary. So I'm just gonna hold up Venser, and then we can equip Jite to it, and that kind of locks them out of doing a lot of stuff. And then we can, if they play like a good creature, we can Phantasmal Image it. Yep. Alright, we're just gonna run out Venser. And it's gonna bounce a mountain. Maybe bounce an island, cut them off double blue. So we know we're drawing a bad card, but hopefully this equip works. Unfortunately, we cannot equip a Jite to Phantasmal Image. I did not have the kill spell. Okay, that's pretty good for us. I don't feel the need to kill Pasturmite just now, so I'm just gonna pass. Restoration Angel. That's a lot of damage, but we can, we can Phantasmal Image that. So let's kill Pasturmite. So Restoration Angel can hit us for 3. Jite can gain us life. And then we Phantasmal Image the Restoration Angel, blink our Venser, and bounce something. Yeesh, okay. And, oh, that was good play, because now Jite can't save him. You got it, boss. But Jite in play means our Restoration Angel can trade with theirs. And we're drawing live to so many cards, like Oblivion Ring. Phantasmal Image. Exile target non-angel. Restoration Angel doesn't target itself, right? Alright, it does not target itself. So let's just go Phantasmal Image. Copy that. And then I kind of want to Oblivion Ring the Restoration Angel. But I'm also scared of them playing anything bigger and better. Because right now they can't attack. I'm going to save Oblivion Ring, I think. Well, if they kill this now, that would be better. Yeah, I'm going to save O-Ring. I don't know. If they go like Elspeth or some big planeswalker, I'll be happy I had the O-Ring. Okay, I will play that though. Exile that. Alright, let's hit him. Now we have an O-Ring in play, Jite, which I cannot equip to this creature, and we're top decking so live. Yeah, okay. Okay, Kiki combo, get out of here. I don't really think it's good to bring in anything else. I think our deck is set up pretty well. Although, yeah, I like Glenalendra. Venser was good that game. Let's just run it. They still don't know we are Kiki combo because we... somehow they've drawn the combo twice and we haven't even seen it. I decided to cut Faith's Fetters and bring in Elspeth. This deck seems a little bit weak on pressure and... I don't know, 4-mana sorcery speed removal spells seem kind of bad against their deck, which appears to be just Kiki combo. So Elspeth at least gives us... actually maybe Gideon Jura is better. Yeah, let's do Gideon Jura. Gideon Jura seems way better. Because if we just resolve him and uptick, then they can't kill us. And then our sorcery speed removal is better. Yeah, I like having him in here. Wow, opponent kept their hand so quickly. This hand does some stuff, but it's not like that great. I think I still have to keep it because if we just draw Pestermite, we can win. We lose pretty hard to Dak Faden. I kind of want them to play... Eesh, that's why they snap kept it. Okay, fair enough. Turn 1 Coercive Portal. Again, not the best use of Black Lotus because it's going to take a while for them to actually... Ooh, okay. Let's just turn 1 Brainstorm. Cast Mox. I don't really love this Phantasmal Image. Okay, I have Izzet Signet, Mountain. So I kind of want to put back Plains, Mountain. That leaves me with 5 mana sources. Okay, and then we can go Marsh Flats to grab Tundra. Or not Tundra, what's the red-white Plateau? And then, I guess let's Flooded Strand for Steam Vents, and then this can grab the other one. Okay, that makes more sense. Pass turn. Unfortunately, we cannot... Let's vote for Homage, sure. We can't really get ahead of a Dak Faden, so if they just like go land Dak... Right, we're gonna have 3 mana when they play Dak, so we need to draw like Remand or Negate here. Steam Vents tapped. Boros Signet, okay. I mean, this is something. Let's grab the other one. Plateau. Let's just go Signet into Signet, I suppose. Pretty happy I put Gideon in the deck. He's gonna be pretty useful here. Kiki Jiki cannot copy Venser, which is kind of upsetting, because that would be very good for us. Homage. And as long as they do not have Dak Faden right now, I think we're in good shape. Of course they do, because why not? But I guess we can bounce whatever they steal. So the reason Dak Faden's so bad for us is we wanted to bounce Coercive Portal. Chandra. So, do I have enough blue for this? I guess them stealing Izzet Signet isn't the end of the world, and I could just play Kiki Jiki and have Kiki Jiki kill Dak Faden. Maybe I just do that. Okay. You get my Signet. It's gross, super busted, but this lets us get Kiki Jiki into play, get value out of it, kill what is an exceptional card. They didn't show very much removal, except for like a Chain Lightning. Yeah. The Coercive Portal is becoming a problem, though. They voted Carnage. It's a very interesting decision. I'm gonna vote Homage. That makes me, like, I don't know. That makes me feel like they don't have an answer to Kiki. What? Am I just gonna die right now? Well, if I do, that's kind of a sweet way to do it. Zealous Conscripts can still win the game for us. Alright. Alright, you got it. Sure. I'm not beating that. See you guys round 2. Alright, we're gonna go first. Hopefully our opponent... I don't even know what happened in those games. So if we draw Kiki Jiki, this hand can just kill them. It's very slow and has a lot of mana. I'm gonna keep... Deceiver Exorc is pretty high value, and Oblivion Ring can keep us alive. We've had pretty bad starting hands overall with this deck, but that's not the end of the world. I'm going to play Steam Vents tapped. And then next turn we can play Arid Mesa. This is pretty bad against Wasteland, but saves us 2 life. And nobody respects Wasteland as much as I do in Vintage Cube, so I think it's pretty safe in before I get hit by Wasteland. Okay, yeah, we're fine. What? That's the card I was gonna get. Fine. Go ahead. Yeah, so we basically just have to not draw any more lands and this hand will be okay. Imperial Recruiter or Kikijiki are our best draws. Let's fetch. I have triple red, but I don't need any more planes, so let's just grab Mountain. Lightning Bolts. Alright, let's go Plateau. Pass turn. I don't really want to run out Deceiver Exarch into what appears to be a very controlling deck. Esper and Vintage Cube is usually like the dirtliest of the dirtles. Well, it's either the dirtliest of the dirtles or it's an interesting like Reanimator style deck that's playing like Lingering Souls and stuff like that. Either way, they probably have a Wrath because they have like Damnation. Yo, opponent. Ain't nobody casting their Brainstorms properly lately. We'll see. It could have been a proper Brainstorm. It really depends on what their deck is. I don't want to run out Exarch again for the same reason. If they're like a controlling, just sit there dirtily deck, then end of turn Brainstorm is usually almost always a bad idea. Because I'm not doing anything. They don't know what they need to find or react to. So Brainstorm doesn't do much. If they're looking for lands, they are better off waiting until their main phase. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was a bad Brainstorm. I mean, we're not drawing much better, but I kind of want to keep these lands in hand so that we can use our own Brainstorm. But what I was saying is, if you're like a combo deck who needs combo pieces like right now, then playing Brainstorm is a good idea, because then you find the combo and then you untap and go off, and you're just trying to maximize your mana. But given that they just passed with 3 lands up, they're playing all non-basics, and they haven't played any spells, I would wager that yeah, they just basically use Brainstorm as a cycle. So I'm actually going to save the fetch in case we draw Brainstorm. Gideon's good. Let's play Gideon. They don't have any counter spells. The only way they can get rid of him is like one of the exile effects like Swords or Path. Oh, I guess they do have blue, huh? Fair enough. I didn't even... I honestly just didn't even recognize that they had blue mana up. Well, us just drawing lands really benefits the opponent because their deck looks pretty dirtily. There we go. So that's why we... So this is how you correctly Brainstorm. We have 2 bad cards in our hand we would like to get rid of. So just look at... Okay, so let's first acknowledge this is a good lesson for everyone. Let's acknowledge what Brainstorm did for them. They drew 3 cards, put 2 on top, and then they drew those 2 cards. So it drew 1 card. Now let's look at our hand. We have cards we don't want. We're going to cast Brainstorm. And we get 3 cards in our hand. We get to put back Plains. And then we shuffle them away. And just like that, our hand went from pretty bad to awesome almost instantly. And we're going to play Mountain to play around stuff. I don't really need a Zealous. I'm just going to play down a Gideon. No sense in playing around Spell Pierce or Mystic Confluence until I see it. If they have Mystic Confluence, sure. Oh god, please don't be. Yep, it is. Okay. The reason I wasn't worried about Mystic Confluence is because their mana looks so not blue heavy that them playing a double blue spell seems kind of ridiculous. But it's there, and they hit me with it, so I suppose it is what it is. But yeah, so now that we cast our Brainstorm the proper way with the fetch during your main phase, we don't have to draw the 2 lands again. Grave Titan. Well, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's okay. We can go Monastery Mentor, Oblivion Ring, the Grave Titan. I was going to say we could Zealous Conscripts it, but that doesn't accomplish too much. So let's just do this. Because then, yeah, if we Zealous Conscripts the Grave Titan, we still have to deal with all the tokens. And I don't know what my opponent's deck is, but I feel like we should be pretty good against them in the future rounds. Alright, exile you. Go ahead. So Kiki-Jiki off the top is just lethal. I can be kind of reckless with my Deceiver Exarch because we do have a Zealous Conscripts, but I would like to just basically get them. So like if they tap out like they just did, we just go Deceiver Exarch, end of turn, untap, Kiki-Jiki, win the game. Or if they play something big like Grave Titan again, we just steal it and swing for a bunch of damage. There's a lot of options. Bedevil Monastery Mentor. You got it. I kind of like their deck. I mean, I'm not trying to hate. It's just kind of weird that they have Mystic Confluence is all. And now they probably have Mana Drain. Ancestral Vision, yeah. I don't know. Mystic Confluence and Bedevil in the same deck works in like other cubes and Vintage Cube that just seems way too slow. I'm at 14, but I do have Faith's Fetters. I think I just hit for 1 and pass. I don't think I'm going to be dying like too particularly quickly. If things get really sketchy, we can fetters the Celestial Colonnade, I suppose. I'm just going to take 4. I don't really want to expose Deceiver Exarch. Consecrated Sphinx. That is so problematic. Alright. Well, now I'm going to run out Exarch because we kind of need to combo off right now. So we're going to play this, tap down the Sphinx, and Kiki off the top wins. Please? Chandra. Yeah, the problem here is they get to draw a bunch. But we can just go Chandra. Yeah, they get to draw a bunch. But we Chandra, we down tick on Consecrated Sphinx, then we Lightning Bolt. Bolt. And if opponent wants to kill Chandra, they need a kill spell. I'm just going to pass. Opponent has 7 cards in hand. Super scary. Okay, if they attack Chandra with both zombies, I will just block. It lets them kill Deceiver Exarch, but Chandra in play is just so good for us. Yeah, so we go block. And then that means Deceiver Exarch can die to a burn spell, but then Chandra can hopefully find us more action. Nahiri. Okay, they get back Grave Titan. Get more zombies. Imperial Seal. Okay, so next turn, I was gonna say tomorrow. Next turn we basically have to draw Kiki Jiki. Let's see what else we can do. We can Zealous Conscripts the Grave Titan and swing to get some zombies, but our opponent's basically getting any card they would want off the top, which I imagine is some type of counter spell. So I think it's just better to go for the combo right now. Mountain. Yeah, let's uptick Chandra. Man, back when you used to be able to redirect. Do I have enough mana? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I really have 4 mana right now. Ugh. Alright, cast Imperial Recruiter. The problem is they're gonna know about it. Like, they're just gonna know I have Kiki. But does that stop them? Like, maybe they just don't have a way to deal with it? Alright, we're gonna go for that route. Take Kiki Jiki. Play a land. 1 mana short. Let's go face Fetters. Target that. Pass turn. So they can exile their own Nahiri to kill the Grave Titan. They're drawing whatever they want from their deck, which probably means they have an out. But hopefully they kill the Deceiver Exarch. Like, I think killing this is the route. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, gosh. Are we dead? 1, 2. We're just dead. Nahiri exile face Fetters. They put Bonfire? What kind of deck am I playing against? It's not a bad play, like it's fine, but did not expect it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we fall to, what does Bonfire say? Player or Planeswalker. Okay, so if they don't target Chandra, they target me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 6. Yeah, they can just kill us, but they have to see it. So for those who don't know, the play is Bonfire for everything, and that is how much? 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they hit us for 6, we fall to 8, and we're actually just dead to their zombies alone. But they could also Nahiri downtick on Faith's Fetters, and also get a Grave Titan swing. But they decided to leave us with Deceiver Exarch in play. Okay, I'll take it. We have a shot at winning. They literally had lethal if they just did it for full mana. I mean, we're gonna go for it. We're dead next turn to basically anything. So if they, I don't, if we can steal this one. Opponent is running Balance in that deck. Yo, Balance is not good in that deck. Unless you have way more Planeswalkers. Ravages of War. Alright. You got me. You got me. Okay, we lost, I guess. So, they are pretty, how do you say, ambitious mana.deck. It seems pretty weak to Planeswalkers in particular. I kind of like Gideon, maybe Elspeth. Actually, maybe we just run Venser as like a tempo play, and we cut Condemn because we just want to be attacking them. Cutting a Plains for an island just so I can Venser more reliably. Yeah, I feel like we could just tempo them out so easily. Their deck is very top heavy. You know, you're running Bedevil, Mystic Confluence, Balance, Planeswalkers. They need a lot of early interaction. So if we can just kind of land an early threat, protect it, you know, like a Gideon Blackblade early, and just kill them with that. That seems like a pretty easy way to win. Given that, maybe I do want Elspeth instead of Face Fetters, especially on the play. Like, Face Fetters is good and stops them from doing stuff, but I just want pressure, you know? Turn 2 Signet into Elspeth is way better than having Face Fetters and just waiting. Also, Big Elspeth. I think I'm going to do this. I don't think I saw any artifacts or enchantments from them, so we're just going to run Big Elspeth. It can kill Consecrated Sphinx and Grave Titan, so that seems okay. Alright, so we are on the play. We're definitely going first. Yo, what is with these hands, man? We got to mulligan that. Okay. This hand's good if we draw any lands, because Azorius Signet can play Elspeth early. Very happy this is Elspeth and not Faith's Fetters. And then we have a blue Arid Mesa can fetch Steam Vents, so we can cast Venser. And then Flooded Strand can grab the Plateau. Seems good. They keep 7. Okay. We get to Scry, right? Yeah. Oh, we have to keep first. Boros Signet. The problem with Boros Signet is that it does not enable a turn 3 Elspeth, right? We go turn 1 land, turn 2 Signet. Yeah, we need a land. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And we're going to go Arid Mesa for Steam Vents. Yeah, pass turn. Shambling Vent. Man, if only I had like Wasteland against this opponent. I think it was in the draft, right? I just passed it. Ah, that would have been beautiful. Sweet Justice. Let's take Steam Vents. Stoneforge is interesting. I'm still going to go for the Azorius Signet game plan because if we top deck a land, it's so good for us. Yeah, like, this is why I didn't think Mystic Confluence was a thing. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Let's go Elspeth. And then with Elspeth in play, my god, if they have Mana Tithe, I'm going to cry. I totally forgot about that. Okay. With Elspeth in play, now we can just use, like, Venser to do some gross things. Like, Venser bounce Shambling Vent, set them back 3 turns. It only sets them back 1 turn, but it really... Their mana is... Okay, I'm going to clarify everything that I'm saying because it seems like a bit of an inconsistency because I love playing this type of deck. This is Vintage Cube, which is a very different type of format than like Modern Cube, even Legacy Cube, where in those formats, like, you know, late game card advantage, you can kind of take a few turns, take a couple hits, and stabilize with a board wipe. In Vintage Cube, that's not so much the case. Your opponent, you know, mono red kills in like turn 4, you can get Tinker Blightstealed. So playing like dirtily, you know, 4 drops into 6 drops is not really the best way to win the game. It's good against some decks for sure, but it does have severe drawbacks. So let's just attack for 1. Make an Elspeth token. And I'm just going to play it safe and hold up Venser. If they do nothing, end of turn, we're just going to Venser the Shambling Vent. And then if we draw a land, we can go Stoneforge, cast Jite, equip Jite, and swing. And that seems pretty good. And then if we don't draw a land, we have a spell, of which every single one except for Big Elspeth is castable. Is that... Maybe I just hold up Venser. Because that's like a double time walk. No, I want to take their lands away from them. Bounce Shambling Vent. Oh, and they have to discard too. Yeah, that seems good. Wow, Venser was an instant speed Stone Rain right there. Okay, so they could negate this, but it seems worth it just to go for. So we're going to go Stoneforge. They could negate the Jite is what I'm saying. But we're going to go Stoneforge, grab Jite, play Jite, equip Jite. Sure. Well, now they're not countering anything. Like, if they were going to brainstorm, I feel like they would have just brainstormed main phase. I don't know. This brainstorm is suspect. That's all I'm saying. It gets a lot worse without fetches or any way to shuffle. Unless you're playing a combo deck. Alright, Stoneforge resolves. Let's do it. Also, Stoneforge is a great way to shuffle. Let's play the Jite. Let's just make more tokens. Equip Jite to a soldier. That way if they have to kill it, they have to kill the soldier. Smash. Put 2 charge counters. Yes, sir. And Elspeth is very close to ultimating, which seems pretty good against their deck, considering that's a lot of, like, mana-based removal. Yeah, I just don't know how Bedevil gets cast in their deck. So we're just going to keep it as is. Just being very aggressive and tempo-based. with Kiki Jiki backdoor. See you guys game 3, I think. Dude, these hands are not gonna cut. I'm running 16 lands, by the way. We have to mulligan this, I think. Swords is not even that good against them. It has the combo, so I gotta keep Brainstorm on top. I will put that on top. We have quite a few fetches. Maybe shuffling away Lightning Bolt would be good. Because basically I think at this point we just want to combo them as soon as possible. So we're going to draw Brainstorm. I'm just going to play... I want to play Island if our opponent has discard. So another good use of Brainstorm is with the put 2 on top of Library, you can hide your good cards. So we can put like Kiki Jiki Zealous Conscripts on top of our library if they like play Thoughtseize. And then they take like whatever is left. So that's why we have basic Island up. Next turn I'll probably play Steam Vents tapped. Opponent might be holding up Negate. So I don't even think I want to play Signet even if I do draw it. Monastery Mentor. Okay, play Steam Vents tapped. Pass turn. Yeah, double blue and the Bedevil deck. Okay. So, okay. There's so many intricacies to explain to Brainstorm. Another good use of Brainstorm, I don't think I'm going to do it here, is like, let's say we really wanted to draw a specific card, like a Signet, for example. Then drawing Signet, you know, lets us conscripts faster. That would be a good option. But I think here I'm just going to run out Imperial Recruiter. They might counter it, but I only saw Negate, I think. And Recruiter's going to grab... Glenalendra seems very good too. Glenalendra is a big problem for them if we can hit a land for her. But Deceiver Exarch also makes the thing scary. They can basically never tap out, so we're just going to do that. Sure. Imperial Seal. Just seems way too slow. Like, I did lose to it, so that's fine. But now that I know that like what their deck does, I can probably just shuffle away Lightning Bolt and wait for them to tap out, because their deck has to tap out. Like, when you're running just Grave Titan as a 6 mana play, you can't afford to hold up mana to protect against the Exarch combo. Which is probably why they're having such a hard time with Imperial Seal here. Is like, what do you get? Like, if I'm in my opponent's position, do I just like tutor a mountain or a swamp for Bedevil and then hold up Bedevil Mystic Confluence and never tap out for anything? Or like, what do you, I don't know what you do there. Well, they've decided on something. So now we want to draw a land. Now's the time, deck. Give us a land, please. That's not a land. Let's hit for 1. So I can Brainstorm, but if I don't hit lands, that's really bad. I'm just going to wait. I can wait one more turn. Because if we Brainstorm, don't find a shuffle effect, and no lands, then... Whoa, what is going on? Is this really happening? Sure. Okay, that doesn't... Okay. You got it. Land? Glenalendra. Alright, I have to Brainstorm here. Okay, 2 lands is good. So last turn would have worked, but... How would I have known? And what do I want to protect? I'm actually just going to kill them next turn. So let's go... Cards don't I want? Yeah, I have 5 mana. So Elspeth is pretty late game. And then Kiki Jiki, I don't want to get hit by Thoughtseize. So put him on top. And then just play Plateau. Pass turn. And then if the opponent taps out, we can just kill them. So... kind of want to just take 6. That way I can play on an Edict effect as well. I don't mind doing that. They don't have enough for Mystic Confluence. I'm just going to play Exarch. We have Zealous Conscripts to go for it next turn as well. Exarch is going to tap down... What do we think they have? They've shown quite a bit of black mana. Blue mana is mostly for Negate, so I'm not worried about blue. I think it's either Mountain or Swamp. We saw Bedevil, but I don't think they can cast that. I'm going to take... Mountain. They might have both. It's kind of a toss-up. I don't know which spell to take. But we're just going to go for it. Do I need to? I guess if they have a way to deal with Glenalendra, because they would have just countered that if they had a counter spell. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Oh, did I tap wrong? Red, red. Make a copy. Untap. Are they really going to make me do this? Guy, no. Dude, opponent, why you... Okay, thank you. I don't know what just happened in that match. This is why I think Wormcoil's bad in Vintage Cube. Our opponent, like, went through all this time to put a Wormcoil into play, but it, like... They did their dream. They played it on turn 4. They hit me with it, and then they just lost the game. And Wormcoil did literally nothing. Also, if I wanted to, I could have like Conscript stolen it or chump blocked it. I don't know. This card seems not even that good against mono red because mono red frequently has Sulfuric Vortex. It just seems kind of win more. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys round 3. Whatever round is next, I don't remember. This is the best hand we've had all day. So we can go Flooded Strand for Steam Vents. And we're against mono green. Do you use Swords, Duraga Tree Speaker? I think the answer is yes. That card's very scary. I'm gonna get greedy. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's just draw some red mana. Actually, Chandra can help with that. So I'm going to let them level up Duraga Tree Speaker and then hit it with Swords. That way they waste all their mana. Yeah. Boom. And then next turn we can Stoneforge for Jite, which is so good against the green deck. Yeah, seems good. Mountain, okay. Let's go Mountain, Stoneforge. This is a decent start. I'm pretty content with this right now. Yes, Jite, go ahead. So Flooded Strand definitely getting Steam Vents. The question is, I think I probably just want to put Jite into play. We could just Exarch on turn 4. Especially against the green deck. Ooh, Mountain is good. So I'm going to Flooded Strand. There is a chance that I want to cast Deceiver Exarch next turn. But more likely what's going to happen is... actually the mana is kind of weird. Because I kind of want to like put Jite into play, but then I also want to end of turn Exarch. So like, not sure which is better. I think what I'm going to do is end of turn put Jite into play Chandra, uptick, add double red, use that to equip to Stoneforge. Oracle. Into Kozilek. Okay. Put Jite into play. Grab Steam Vents. Oh, I like Bolt. Probably Lightning Bolt Deceiver Exarch is just better. So let's just do that. And I kind of want to just tap a Tropical Island, but they have to cast a spell here, so we'll just Exarch end of turn and then go for Kiki. Yeah, so they're just dead. Unless they have Black Lotus Channel, and now they're fighting Emrakul. Can you imagine? So we're going to do that. Sorry, opponent. Untap this. Doesn't really matter. Let's go with that. Kiki Jiki. Get him. Tap. Alright. So they're green. I do kind of like Fiery Confluence against the green deck. Face Fetters. Oh, Weird Chair seems kind of bad. So we're going to make that switch. I like Gideon Jura better than Face Fetters. I kind of like Dismember to kill like their early dorks. And I like that more than... What do I like that more than? Glenalendra? Glenalendra is really good. I don't think I cut that. Maybe I just don't play Dismember yet. Sure, we're going to do this. Oh, for those who don't know, Fiery Confluence I like against the green decks because you can do 1 to each creature 3 times. So it's kind of like a board wipe. This hand seems pretty good. I don't have blue, but we'll get there eventually. And Gideon Blackblade is not a terrible card. So they kept, we're going to keep. We're basically just going to go Gideon into Fiery Confluence. Signet doesn't help us get anywhere faster. Lightning Bolt would be amazing. But a Mox lets us play Gideon faster. Plains was kind of literally the worst. I think Plains was the worst possible draw because we need triple red for Kiki. So I'm going to go, what am I doing here? I guess we're going to go Plains, Mountain, Mountain. Or Plains, Mountain, and then Blackblade. Because if we draw Mox, I want a Fiery Confluence as soon as possible. Yep. Marsh Flats. So that cannot grab Steam Vents. That's unfortunate. We're just going to keep that, I guess. But that can grab red and white, so then we can, if we draw the Mox Fiery Confluence next turn. Targeting themselves. Good choice. Druid, okay. So they look like a pretty standard blue-green deck. I'm just going to fetch now. Grab Plateau. Interesting. I don't have blue mana, but I can play Imperial Recruiter and grab Kiki Jiki. And then I'm just always threatening it. I kind of like doing that. Go ahead. If I draw an island next turn, like, they're in some trouble. Yep. It's so unfortunate that this can no longer hit Planeswalkers. But let's just see opponent go like mana elf, or what is it? Tap out for Hermit Druid. Heritage Druid? The squirrel guy. The guy who makes 4 squirrels. Okay. So opponent has Incubation Druid activation up. We're going to get Vendilion clicked? No. That's a good draw. It's a very good draw. Let's go Mountain. Azorius Signet. Pass turn. So if they do the Devotion Incubation Druid level up, I kind of want to Deceiver Exarch, tap it down because they get 3 mana. Yeah, we're gonna go for this. At the very worst, this taps them out of mana at an inopportune time. Or tap down Incubation Druid. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's better. I could have waited till end of turn, but like there are a lot of scary plays mono green can do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Like, yeah, they could go Tooth and Nail Entwined for Terastodon, Woodfall Primus. Yeah, I think it's better to tap this. Okay, Garrick doesn't save them. If they have like mana drain, then it does. That would be kind of frustrating. Fast Bond. Yeah, they're doing something. Turnabout me. Fair enough. I respect the opponent for playing Turnabout in their deck. Jite. Alright, let's play Jite. So they can Maze of Ith one of my guys, but we can stop Garrick from ultimating. I don't think Garrick ultimate matters. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think it's worth... Oh, Maze of Ith is good against Jite. That's fair. I don't think it's worth attacking in a maze. Well, let's see what you got, opponent. Harmonize, okay. I feel safe so far. I could definitely get hit by Upheaval, and I guess them killing our red sources is also a very real way to lose the game. This looks like Upheaval. Oh no. No, stop, don't. Oh, Kozilek doesn't do it. I guess Kozilek can find them more lands into more spells. It's just like a very expensive draw 4. All right, that is they could have Force of Will, but I'm not gonna play around Force of Will here. Sweet, okay. That is what our deck was supposed to do. Our deck was very, very good, I think. This was one of the better Kiki decks I've drafted in a while. It had really good mana, actually. It had a Mox, all these Signets, which in theory would have helped our mana. Yeah, pretty sweet deck. I think maybe Venser should have been main deck, but it's hard to tell. Wear Tear is good against a lot of decks. All right, thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys next time.